Maria. Sales clerk continues to stare at me. You know, look really familiar, he says. Huh? Really? I perk up at that. Maybe we can find out something about who I am. Yeah, you totally look like some pop singer or TV personality. I just can't remember who. No, that's what you meant. my shoulders slump in disappointment. Look, if you're trying to flatter me, how about a discount on the necklace? Sure, okay. I mean, it's just something I picked up off the side of the road. Oh, ho. The sales clerk stammers from just buys junk and sells them. Okay, how about I take off 10,000? 30,000 is yours. You mean it? That perks me right back up. Guess I'm easy to please. Get your mind out of the gutter. That's not what she means, and you know it. Sure, in fact, you might need to buy some new clothes too. Points to my sweater. Oh, it's ripped. There's a tiny tear on the left shoulder. So, what do you want to do about the cat? The sells for cats. What we're supposed of it for you? Gestures at my costume with his jaw. Alright, what should I do? I feel a little guilty about asking him to go out of his way for me more than he has already. I should deal with it myself. He obviously wants to help me. May as well have him get rid of the costume too. Nobody wants to help me. May as well have him get rid of the costume too. Sure, if you don't mind, I say. Pay him the 30,000 yen to take the necklace and leave the knick-knack shop. Sega. A few minutes later, near the station, I spot a sort of mall. Checking the directory by the entrance, I see that it's got several clothing shops and an arcade inside. They probably sell shirts in here. I hurry on inside. The interior of the building is like a twisting maze of corridors, all of them overflowing with people. I take the escalator to the second floor and find myself amidst rows of arcade games. I was trying to get to the fashion area, but must have gone the wrong way. Excuse me. You haven't seen the lost little girl, have you? Turn to see a miserable-looking middle-aged man peering at me anxiously. Teruo Toyama. He got separated from his daughter Hana while running from debt collectors. He's on edge, worried about that the men who are after him might take Hana hostage. Have you seen her? Little girl about 10 years old? Girl around 10. I see her. What's her name? Hana. Hana Toyama. Hana. That's a pretty name. So she's about tall. The man launches to her car information describing the girl's features, hair, and clothes. I got separated from her around Center Guy. She likes this place, so I thought maybe she'd come here. Center Guy? That's right, now I remember. This is the guy I bumped into earlier in the afternoon while I was racing around in the cat costume. Got separated from his daughter? Thanks, so she did come here. It's not going to be easy to find her in the midst of all of these crowds. You sure she didn't go back home, I ask? Well, there's this problem, he mutters. Going home isn't an option. Well, that's not really an explanation. Sorry to bother you, I'll look around a bit more. With that, Hana's father disappears into the crowd. Leave the arcade and head for the fashion area. Bump into Mr. Yanakishita in the hallway lined with photo booths. Huh? Boss? What's he doing in a place like this? Oh, Tama, you got out the suit. For some reason, he's got a bunch of magazines strewn right across the floor. Yeah, I finally managed to get it off. That's good. I wish you could have been at the sales demo without your face in the way. What are you doing? You mentioned something about a creek earlier. Are you going on a trip? Yeah, I was, but then I remember something important. Like that, motion sickness, something fierce. Sounds kind of proud of himself. So yeah, no trips for me. Heck, I don't even want to think about that now. How about the money you owe? I asked, curious. Well, as it happens, I think I may have found my solution. Brings his hand to his mouth and giggles. right here. Found a great way to make a killing. Turned a lot of money usually in a very short time and or with little effort. The phrase originated in the 19th century in reference to hunters who were paid based on the number of kills they made. He opens the magazine he's holding to reveal a scratch card with a potential 100,000 yen prize. You just gotta scratch off one of these to win 100,000 yen. All I need is 30 of them and my debt's squared away. Each magazine I can nab is more money for me. Despite his enthusiasm, the story doesn't quite add up. Are those scratch cards guaranteed to win? No, of course not. It's a lottery sort of thing. Well, then having 30 copies of the magazine is hardly a foolproof solution. Quite the opposite, in fact, but I hold my tongue. Okay then, now that my good goddess of fortune Tama's here, let me hurry and scratch these suckers off. Nagashita begins fervently stretching away at the first card with the coin. That's one. That was a loser. Maybe the next one. Nope, that's a loser too. Damn it, so this one and this one. The spectacular display scratches off one losing card after another. Soon he's down to just one last magazine. You're not a very lucky person, are you? Oh, please don't say that. Mr. Nagashita looks like he's on the verge of tears. I stare at one of the losing scratch cards. And if you could just see the symbols through the card, you'd win for sure, I say jokingly. I hold the card up to the light. When I do, I really can't see the symbols through the card. Uh-oh. Boss, I think I might have just... Shh. He interrupts me before I can share my shocking discovery. I look at him in surprise. Mr. Nagashita's gone all pale. Quiet, Tama. Those guys are here. He shows me into a photo booth. Those guys? The debt collectors, he hisses. Just do not give up. Pushes the sides of his head. Looking out at the booth, I spot a pair of men who look pretty rough around the edges. Is it those two? Shh, not so loud. The men are looking around and they're getting closer and closer. What do I do? Oh, what do I do? I guess she just starts getting panicky. Tama, what do I do? I have no idea. Oh, this is not good. This is not good, Mr. Nagashita whimpers. Getting involved with those thugs strikes me as a bad idea. Pretend not to know Nagashita or not. This guy gave me a job, and so I kind of look around for a better place for the two of us to hide. This guy gave me a job, so I kind of look around for a better place for the two of us to hide. Unfortunately, I don't really see anywhere that might work. We might be safest staying right where we are. Just stay nice and still, we'll be fine, I whisper. Yeah, you're probably right. Curtain is drawn so people can't see inside, but just to keep up appearances, we start taking photos as if we're normal customers. I really hope they don't look in here, Mr. Nagashita murmurs. What do we do if they find us? They won't. Just don't worry. Despite my reassurances, it was a while before he stopped trembling. And he said, you know, Tama, they say that when a man and a woman meet under unusual circumstances, it's easy for them to fall in love. Don't get your hopes up, dude. Uh-huh, do they now? They do. Going through an extreme situation together makes you fall for each other. So wanna go get married? No way. Yeah, I'm not having this conversation. Anyway, I think they're gone now, the debt collectors, I mean. Mr. Nagashita just peeks out and quickly scans the surrounding area. They're gone? They're gone? So long, losers. Sphere is given way to a burst of manic energy. So I'm in the clear now. Thanks, Tama. Come on, let's take some commemorative photos. Huh? To commemorate what exactly? Come on, it'll be fun. Okay, big smile now. Ready, cheese, butter, margarine. After that, I part ways with Mr. Nagashita and head to a different floor. I don't tell him about being able to see through the scratch cards. The guy really had to develop a proper work ethic. Yep. Come on, wait up. On the escalator to the third floor when I hear someone shouting. I figure someone yelling at their kid, but when I turn to look, I see a young man I don't recognize staring right at me. Where are you going? It's not safe for us to get too separated. What? Who's this weirdo? Some new pickup trick or something? Rush up the escalator to get away from the guy. I'm pretty sure it's Achi. When we get to the restaurant section on the fourth floor, I'm hit with a sudden pang of hunger. Can't think of it, I haven't eaten a thing all day. I'm still hungry, I mutter to myself as I walk around. What should I eat? Sonic! I spot Cheery coming out of a Chinese restaurant. Hey Cheery! She turns to look at me confused. Who are you? Oh, it's me, it's Tama. I thought I recognized that voice, she replies with a nod. Did you eat again, I ask? Well, yeah, but then they kicked me out. Isn't that just terrible? She looks pretty displeased. Came here because they said it was all you can eat, but then they closed shop because they ran out of food. Oh, wow, you're right. I saw one of the restaurant staff hanging a closed sign at the front door. Man, now my early afternoon snack is ruined. An afternoon snack? At an all-you-can-eat buffet? You can't help but stare at Cherry's midsection, amazed by what that stomach is capable of. By the way, have you seen the boss, she asked. I thought he'd finally accepted that he needs to buckle down and work, but he's got some new crazy scheme. Guess Cash is never gonna learn. I figure nothing's good's gonna come from associating with him. Be careful if I were you too. Huh? Down at the little ranch, he says goodbye and heads off among the restaurants. Tell me? Isn't that? Are they talking to me? I turn to see a businessman of some sort staring in my direction. Like everyone I've run into today, I don't recognize him. For some reason, though, I feel relaxed in his presence. Is that you, Tommy? Who, Tommy? Would that be my name? Or are you Maria? No, As I fumble for words, the man peers at me with obvious concern. What are you doing in a place like this? I need to get you back home. Your parents are worried sick. My parents? Did someone file a missing person report while I've been wandering around with amnesia? The man leads the way and I follow. Interesting. I'll leave the Gigo building but head down a narrow alleyway, then the man suddenly stops. I feel a jolt of anxiety as I notice something gleaming in his hand. It doesn't matter which of the two you are. You're both in the way. He mutters almost as if talking to himself. Jesus. Right after that, everything goes dark. Bad and number 37, a mysterious man. Yeah, after meeting a man who seemed to know her on the restaurant level, our heroine hoped to find out more about her past. Instead, she wound up getting attacked in an alleyway. Ultimately, this all came to pass because she was avoiding that young man who mistook her for Hitomi. If he hadn't come shouting after her, she would have gone on to buy some clothes as she'd originally intended. They're gonna be Achi, but I want to be Kano first.